Hey, what's up, guys? Scavenger Reviews here. Bald middle-aged man here. Land Before Time, right? Now, this movie was peak. Like, even if you never experienced it in your childhood, I would recommend watching at least the first one. All the others are kind of like hit or miss, but at least watch the first one. Even as an adult, it still hits probably. But I just picked this up at Walmart. Excuse me. I just picked it up at Walmart, and of all things, I'm going to watch the 14th one. I don't know what it's like. I deadass only thought that there were 13. But like, nope, you see right there, they got him. I knew it all the way down to like the Wisdom of Friends 13, and that one is very mid. That's one where like he meets the two I don't even know what they are, but yellow bellies they call them or whatever, something like that. I can't remember, but that one's very mid. Frankly, I think they kind of fall off after. I'll be really generous and say 10. Like, 10 is still pretty good if you ask me. Because, like, might be a hot take, but I don't like 3 that very much. And that's the third one. 3 is just kind of like, alright, it's not bad. But then you got, like, Journey Through the Mist, Peak, The Mysterious Island. Oh my god, Peak, big, 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 big water, Secret of Source Rock. That one's kind of mid. That one's like only okay. I believe that's the one with Sarah's like nieces and stuff or something like that. Dana Dina, no, those ones. Stone Cold Fire. That's the one with the aliens. I'm not even making that up. You think I'm like exaggerating or kind of making it up, taking something out of context? No, it straight up has a pair of Gallimimuses and at Gallimimi? I don't know. Gallimimi or Gallimimuses or Gallimimus. Probably it's like a deer thing, Gallimimus. But anyways, he's got a pair of Gallimimus and they're weird and they sing all these songs about like the beyond, the mysterious beyond. Can you tell I like these? I might like these a little bit. But anyways, and then they straight up go to space at the end of the movie and like it's crazy. They're aliens. Let's see what's up next. What's up next? So the Big Freeze. That one's again kind of mid. I'll be honest. It's just kind of like the wintry episode, well, movie. But that one's alright. Not good, not bad. Just like a mid. Journey to Big Water though. That one's good. That's the one with the dolphin in it. Like he's not a dolphin, but he's like kind of a dolphin. I think he's a hold on. I'm pretty sure he's an Optimosaurus. I didn't just look it up. What I did is that would have been obvious. Like, duh, just look it up. Anyways, but I drew and colored in a Optimosaurus, but I'm pretty sure he's an Optimosaurus or something like it. Anywho, that one's alright. That one's okay. Again, not amazing, but okay. You can make good movies. They don't have to always be great movies. What we got next? The Great Long Neck Migration. I think that one's very solid, very solid. I mean, you've got Littlefoot's dad coming back and stuff like that. And then they fall off. See, I don't know. Like, I mean, they've been straight to DVD since, like, the second movie, I'm pretty sure. But, like, that's the one where it feels straight to DVD. This feels like Barbie's Magical Adventure. Don't like Invasion of the Dinosaurs. The Great Day of the Flyers? It's alright. I mean, I remember playing the DVD minigame on the bonus features section where you had to guide the sleepwalking bird dinosaur thing. It's alright. And then the Wisdom of Friends. However, that's where I thought it ended because I was like, I'm good. I don't really need any more after this. It's diminishing returns. I'll just stick with the front half of the. That's right. So you've got all the movies, and it tells you each year it came out. And where is it? Where is it? See, The Wisdom of Friends was 2007, 2006, 2005, etc., etc. And then 2016 was Journey of the Brave. So, I don't know. I'm actually kind of feeling a little hopeful. I'm not saying it's going to be great. But, they took some time off. I know there was a TV show at one point. I don't know when the TV show was produced, but maybe it'll be good. Maybe it was like a return to form, a swan song, a send off, a final goodbye, uh, saying a lot of hopeful things. But you know what? This is a series from my childhood. Pass it down to your children. Watch the first movie. I think, like I said, a lot of them hold up, but a lot of them hold up to, for nostalgia for me. But I think the first movie holds up on its own, nostalgia aside. It is just a good movie. And hot take, very hot take. My cat, she's going after my pizza. Anyways, very hot take. The Land Before Time is better than The Lion King. Don't at me. Whoa, 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 well, it was a movie. I don't really know what, all I can say about it. But, like, no, it was pretty good, actually. I got a couple things to say about it. I actually have a few things to say. Got a whole list and everything. So, first of all, this is not really in any particular order, but kind of was just things I saw as I was watching the movie. Little Chill, bro. Like, so many of these movies, like, I understand. I understand. I get it. Your dad's in danger and stuff like that. But, like, they just want to drink some water, bro. They're just thirsty. Like, how long is it going to take for them to drink water? I'm talking like a little, like, one of these, That's too long, Littlefoot was not having it, bro. Bro was not chill at all. Uh, in that very same scene, look, I know that they're kids, right? And I know that, like, maybe Petrie in particular, I mean, not Petrie, well, yeah, Petrie and Ducky in particular are, like, really young kids. But they're not babies. Like, what the heck was the Littlefoot goes swimming, I want to swim too, and then they all jump in and stuff, like, what? And even, like, Sarah, like, gets in on it, who's, like, the older one and stuff like that. I don't know, man, that was weird. Weirdly bad CGI. Um, any object in this movie that moves that is not a character, uh, looks very CGI. I mean, it doesn't look very CGI, it is CGI. And very out of place CGI at that. Mind you, because it's kind of like, anybody ever watch those old, like, Scooby Doo episodes and stuff like that? There were a lot of other shows that did it too, but come on, you can come up. Scooby Doo just did it the most, but it definitely wasn't. Well, I don't know about the most, but it definitely wasn't the only one. That's just a big one for me. But whenever like you would watch in Scooby Doo and stuff like that, and there'd be like a locker that they needed to like open up, and all the other lockers were like clearly the background, whereas like there was the one locker that they wanted to interact with. It'd be like way lighter. You could do. Anyways, though, but yeah, it had that like anything that they, especially when they had like the regular object next to the CGI objects, you know, you could very much tell. Up next is I like Wild Arms. I thought he was cool. I thought he was fun. He's like a pretty interesting, unique character. And hey, feathered dinosaurs. What is that? Hey, hey, hey. And speaking of feathered dinosaurs, you get like I think they might be Allosauruses. I don't know, but there's different kind of dinosaurs in this one. You've got Allosauruses, maybe I'm not sure. I know I know that those other ones were supposed to be Carnosaurs or Carnotors because they had the horns. Now Carnosaurs kind of just had horns that went out like this, but you want to make them look evil, so you have like forward-facing horns. I get it. Mr. Threehorn is still racist after all this time, after all these years. He has not overcome his racism. He called with the hard H or the hard S. I mean the sharp S. Chomper a sharp tooth. The second Chomper popped out. He was like, "Oh great, another one of these sharp teeth." oh, we don't need another one of these sharp teeth coming in and joining the group to attract any more sharp teeth. Buddy, it is 2025. Actually, it is 2026. Happy New Year. Like I said, this is gonna be super random and out of order and stuff. Uh, Petrie always just flies away, and this isn't even just this movie. This is every single movie. I love it so much, but Petrie always just flies away whenever there's like they're falling on a log, they're rolling down a hill. Petrie immediately just and it's so funny every time. Just drop my notebook. But it's so funny every time. It's like in this one they were like standing on a like ledge that the ledge gave way and stuff like that. And you don't know what Petrie does? Just he just immediately flies every single time. It's so funny. It's so funny to see it over and over and over, man. And a sand cloud is pretty unique as far as like obstacles that they have to avoid. I don't believe we've had a sand cloud in any of them. I haven't watched them in all like a decade. But no, I mean I thought that was pretty cool and pretty unique, and I liked that. So I'm always here for like new stuff. Next thing I want to call attention to is yo, they got Reba in this. Reba, like as in McIntyre. Like she wouldn't come back and do Tremors 2, but she did this shit. You know, like bro, that's crazy. Cause seriously, like whenever her character's name is Etta, and when she showed up, she was like, "Hey y'all, I'm Etta," and I was like, "Wait a second, let me hear that voice again." And she was like, "Well, I think your name is a Littlefoot. I'll go with Littlefoot." I was like, "Yo, that's fucking Reba," and I looked it up, and that's fucking Reba. And she kind of bad though, like that Pterodon. I would. I would. I mean, hey, you give me a Reba McIntyre, I'm gonna tear that up. You know what I mean? Up next is just caves. I just literally on my notepad, I just have caves written. I don't know why I said that like Alan. I have caves written in my notebook. What the fuck? Anyways, though, but no, caves are cool. I like caves, and I always like it in these movies when Bald Spot cameo. I always like it in these movies whenever they go in caves, which is quite often, and it's always just cool. Always just very cool plot setting device and all that. Yeah, I like it. All right, so what did I think? I thought it was pretty cool. You know, I mean, wasn't very good, like critically, quote unquote. Like, I mean, I'm not going to act like, oh wow, this was a hidden gem. This was hot. No, not really, not really. But it wasn't bad. Definitely better than the fuck whatever the 13th one was. Wisdom of Friends, because that's the one that like made me stop watching. Plus, this one had the pink chick, fucking Ruby, who's from the TV show, and I never watched the TV show. I only played the internet like game where you like it was like Land Before Time games, right? It was like back in like the early days of the internet. Well, not the early days of the internet, but like back in like man, I don't know, like 2015 or some shit. I don't know, man. Anyways, and you were like sliding down this like hill, not hill, but like this tunnel of rocks and stuff like that, and you were playing as these like dinosaurs, and you had to like slide on like which side of the tunnel and stuff like that to avoid like falling in holes and stuff. Uh, Tangents, am I right, fellas and fellowinos and childish gambinos, fellas, fellowinos, and childish gambinos. Anyways, no, it was a good movie. It fine, definitely a put on in the background for your kid out of 10. But not offensive either. I mean, it was just you know, just I. And so, that was The Land Before Time. Oh crap! What was this one called? Big Journey. The Big Journey. The Land Before Time. The Unexpected Journey. Judgment Day 2. I don't know what it was called. It was The Big Journey something. But that was my review of Land Before Time, of all things. I really just will do a video about anything. You know, it goes from Transformers to horror movies to video games. I really don't do as many video games. I have so many video game opinions I want to talk about, you know what I mean? But nah. It is New Year's actually. And alone on New Year's, what a loser. Well, guess what? It was cold here, so yeah, I'm alone. And it may or may not got snowed in, and it may or may not have didn't go to the bar. But it is late. I am tired. I've also been scavenger reviews though. So, you know, like, comment, subscribe. Hype me up, man. Hype me up. I will catch you guys on the next one. Scavenger out, man.